Hey, what's up guys? Today's video we are back with 3.0 Minor Poison, and today, as I said in one of the last videos, we will play this deck again. B-Rads favorite deck, and it's a really classic deck. Like, you're playing it, or like people are playing it since 2017, I think. Back then with the Knight stuff, the Valkyrie, but this deck is just overall so solid. It might come back. It might be back. We will try it out after the poison buff. So let's see how it's gonna work out. Inferno might be better right now because of the Tester nerf, Electrozard, Inferno just for air defense, Valkyrie against all the Royale Hawks, really cheap cycle, and Minor Poison as the win condition. Back then, when the deck was broken, Minor was way better, but we still try to make it work. If you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, using creator code Mortar is highly appreciated. I would say, let's jump to the games. Let's go, guys. Here we go, guys. Here in the first game. Let's see what our opponent is going to play. I think we're just going to give him good luck, and we're just going to start off with a Minor on top of his tower. And Minor Poison will be back, especially the B-Rad deck. And I'm just so excited to beat him. So we're just going to cycle log here. We're getting some great Minor chip damage. And if I see his deck here, I would say this has to be the Mortar Graveyard Hunter version, especially considering I know this guy and he's really, really good with this deck and he played it some time ago. So I would say we're just going straight up poisoning that. The reason why he's playing the Graveyard like that, because he hopes that the Inferno will not be able to kill the cannon card. I'm just going for Skeleton just to make 1% sure that the cannon card won't lock on, because yeah, if it would have locked on, I need to still commit something like an Ice Spirit or an Electro. So I'm just going to cycle here. He needs to go in for a Mortar. We're just gonna go for Triad Electro at the bridge. He can't really kill it because he doesn't have his Hunter. I mean Cannon Card and Cycle. So he's going for a Cannon Card now on top of that. So I think we're just going in with a Minor here. Skeletons, and we're just gonna go for an Ice Spirit here. And then we're just gonna straight up poisoning that. So this is a really fine defense. We also get a ton of Minor chip damage. So he was like, okay, he's gonna take the Minor chip. He was taking the Minor chip and want to go in. But we have a really solid defense. We already cycled back to another poison. We got a ton of Minor chip. Full Minor connected. This is great for us. Like, that's the thing with Minor control decks, right? We need to play perfect. If we are like behind once, we almost lost the game straight up. Because you cannot really come back. You always want to play perfect defense, and this is why it's considered one of the hardest decks to master instead of Clash Royale, especially after like some minor nerfs. So we just go for Inferno here. Inferno will get a ton of value. We'll kill also the Knight here. And I think we're just going for Minor back because he just has Hunter now. And if he's not going to get the Hunter on top of my Minor, we get a ton of damage. And especially considering he used the Cannon card at the bridge, I don't really think he has enough elixir for a Hunter here. So we're just going for a Lock here. We also go for Ice Spirit, yeah, and we're just going to Poison plus Skeletons here. So that was honestly a really smart play going in for the Spear Guns at the bridge. So I need to go in for Electrozard here. Just hope the Electrozard will survive. I don't really think it is, but we're just going for a Minor here. It's actually surviving, but it's going to go into the Cannon card. Not the best Minor ever, so we're just going to go in for a Poison here. We're just going for a Log first, and then we're just going to Poison this. We're just going for Skeletons here. And we're just going to go for Valkyrie here. So Valkyrie is going to catch us up. Let's see if he's going in for another push. So I think we just go for Minor on top of his tower. Let's see. Ice Spirit. Boy. Poison Spell. And we're just going for Electricity. Yeah, don't really want a Cannon, just don't really want a Valkyrie, because if I Valkyrie, I might go in just for something like a Cannon card on top of that. So I'm just going for this, and I'm just going to go for Inferno. The Inferno will target on top of the Mortar, and in case he goes in for a Cannon card, it will also target the Cannon card. He might go in for Spear Guns in front of that. That's what he's going to do, but he messed it up. So I'm just going to drop my Valkyrie. He's going opposite lane. Normally as a great player, you also want to go same lane, but he was like, okay, I need to do it because of my damage disadvantage. I'm just going for that. We're just going to go Skeletons. I'm also going using Ice Spirit here because just to pressure him, and also the Ice Spirit connects if he's not going for Barbarian Ball. And if he goes in for Barbarian Ball, that means that he needs to overcommit. Also, he went with a really, really bad like my Valkyrie connector thing. So we just go for another Minor here. We have the Poison selected, so he needs to catch it, and I don't really think he's going to catch the spot. So we just go for Skeletons high. Just going for an Ice Spirit here, and we're just going to Poison here straight up. Let's go. Great Poison. And I would say we're just going in for a Log here. And we're just going to go in for Minor on top of that. I don't really think there's any way to... Okay, he's going to catch it with this, but we can just cycle back to another Log here. And also another miner because we have just a cheap cycle, so we just go for miner. He's gonna predict the front most likely because of the poison being there. No, he's gonna predict the back, but we're back to another poison. GG's well played, taking it up. This deck is finally back. Here we go, guys. See you in the next game. We will always want to start off with a miner in the back. So we also support with skulls because he just used Slavon. So normally we would just ignore that, but now we need to go in for guards. So this is good for us. This is great. So we're gonna not get a skeleton hit, which is unfortunate. We just go for Inferno high, and we're just gonna distract this here with an Ice Spirit. So depends which Lava variation he's gonna play. But this is a really clean defense early on, especially in single elixir time. There's really not much he can do. So he's just gonna go in for Inferno here. So I'm just gonna decide to go in for Valkyrie in front of that. He's going for Fireball, so I don't really get the Fireball here. That's a really aggressive move. Even if he's going for Zap, he won't get a hit, and that's why we played the Valkyrie there. That's why we went with Valkyrie. And by the way, we are right now top 50 in the world, and yeah. I knew he's most likely trying to go for Fireball, but that's why I'm going in for the Valkyrie aggressive, because then he cannot Fireball. He did it, he takes a ton of damage, and this is what we want to have. Single elixir, big damage as a minor control player is the best thing which could ever happen to you guys. So I think we're just going for skeletons in the back. We're just going to cycle an Ice Spirit at the bridge, and he's just going to use this. So I think we're just going to cycle Log here. I could also poison, but I just want to save my poison, honestly. If he's going in for Lava in the back, I think we're just going to Valkyrie here. Just baiting something out. Even if it's just like guards, free elixir he needs to spend, so he's not able to build up a big lava and push. Okay, he's going to use the guards. This is fine for me. I'm just going to go for Inferno Tower like this. I think it's perfect. Or like, I want to play one more to the left. I think it would have been a perfect Inferno Tower placement. But even if he's going for Balloon Net, okay, we're just going to poison this. Poison got buffed. So there gets slowed. So I'm just going to go in for this. Perfect Electric Split. He will most likely just go in for Fireball, Loon, Zap. Chemical X. So I'm just go for a miner here just to apply some pressure, because then we're back to Inferno and he can't go in for Loon as straight up at the bridge, because I don't really want that to happen. So I think we're just gonna go for Electric. Normally, like for sure in most matchups you have a really solid defense, but the thing is getting damage, because they always get some lava on ship, and yeah, you need to play perfect. So we just go for Valkyrie at the bridge. Most likely we're just going for guards. Let's go. We're just going to go for miner in the tower, because the Valkyrie is still tank. So he needs to go for skeleton drinks, but I don't really think it's going to play. Okay, he's going to play them, so that's a great poison. Valkyrie also connects for one shot. This is going to be a GG's well played. If we don't do any mistakes, we will take the dub now. So this is the perfect Inferno Tower placement, I feel like. It's going to be high enough to distract the balloon, also to distract the lava hound. And I don't really think there's any way for him to stop this. So he might just go in for guards at the bridge. This is what I expect. Okay, he's just going for this. So we're just going for Electrolyte to the side, because I don't want to give him poison fireball value. We're also taking a poison here because that slows it down, and we're looking really, really strong. We just go for Valkyrie. Valkyrie is really good. Could have played it slightly better, but as you guys can see, this is going to be a flawless defense. GG's well played, taking another dub. If we play like this, we can beat any matchup. Here we go, guys. Next game against Zigzag. Okay, good luck to him, and let's see what he's going to do. So we're just going for an Electros at the back. Let's see. He's deciding to drop his Musketeer straight up in the back, so most likely it's going to be a Balloon Cycle deck, so... Hello there. Okay, no, it's Hog Cycle. It's going to be 2.6 Hog Cycles, so this should be honestly a really great matchup, because also we have the Inferno and we have Ice Spirit or like Skeletons plus Electrolyte, and this is going to be a flawless defense as long as you time them well. So I honestly think as long as we're not overcommitting, you should never go in, especially against cycle decks which you can punish. Never go in with minor poison and single elixir, because it's way too aggressive and they can punish you immediately with an Hawkwire. So we just go for this. He's going for a log. We get still one minor shot. And I also think we get a second one. No, we're not. So we're just going for this. We're just going for skeletons here. We're just going for this because of Ice Golem. For sure it's not going to be one hit, but we just go for Valkyrie. So I think you overspent a ton, or like you spent enough, or like a ton elixir for just one hit, a ton of elixir. So I think we can just go for mine on the right. I'm just going to keep up the pressure there, because he used a ton of elixir, as I said. So we just go for skeletons also, F and Ice Blade also. He's going to use a Musketeer, which wasn't really well played. So he's going to mess up the skeleton. So he's going to give us the good game. And it was a way too aggressive move going. Like he needs to go in, but it was way too aggressive. So considering the situation, we can just go in for skeletons here. I really would like to go in for log. Oh, that was a bad log. I was like, okay, on the right tower we got him. Not on the left. Okay, we wasted a log for 2 elixir. I want to cycle log on the left side. I was like, okay, I was kind of brain dead there. So we're just going for this. Okay, he was kind of baiting me. So honestly, the right play from his end is, if I have just going for skeletons here. I think I'm fine with one shot. when I have Inferno on cycle, you normally want to solo Hawk because it's a +1 elixir. If I don't have Inferno on cycle, you want to go for Ice Golem Hawk because I don't have Inferno Tower, so I need to drop my stuff. And with the Fireball, especially Ice Golem plus Fireball will kill my Electrozet and stuff. This is a better play. So we're just going for a high boy here. This is what you can do. He's playing really well, to be honest. Really great 2.6 Hawk cycle player. So we're just going for a lock here. But the thing is, right now, he doesn't have his proper answers in cycle. Okay, we need to be careful a bit. Electrode is coming down, let's go. He didn't have, as long as he doesn't have Skeletons, cycles can also always go in. Skeletons are the best answers. So in triple elixir time, we can be more aggressive. Like, he's playing really well right now. In triple elixir time, you can be way more aggressive with your poisons, because they cannot punish you that easy. So he's going for a really aggressive fireball. So this is the thing, they're gonna be desperate. So let's go for an Ice Bird here, we're just going for a log. And we're just going for this and this. So he needs to decide if he's going for a log or not. He's going for a log, but look at the miner. Miner chipping away and he needs to go for another stuff. So we're just going for an Ice Bird here. And we're just going for a log. And we can just go for a miner on top of his tower. As long as we're not playing on a spot where he can Ice Golem predict that, we are fine. So the miner's going to chip away. He doesn't have Skeleton Cycle, so he needs to go for a cannon. And with everything selected. So I'm just going to poison this time because I haven't found on cycle. I don't really agree with this decision. So we just go for a log here. Okay, no, we're not going to log. We have Direct Ledge once again, so we're just going to drop Inferno here. So we're going to play it low, because if I play it high, he can Musketeer snipe that. So I'm just going for Miner plus log. We also hit the Hog Rider, which is great. Just go for Skeletons here. Great, we also hit the Fire Spirit, and we can just go in for this, and he doesn't have anything in Cycle, so he needs to go for that. He can Fireball it, yes, but it wouldn't be enough. He's going for Skeletons to absorb the hit, so the Hog Rider gets one shot on top of my tower, but we can just poison. Your Poison Log will be enough. GG Super played, 3 out of 3, 100% win rate so far, with B-Rads' favorite Miner Poison deck. Let's go, guys. Here we go, guys. Here in the next game against the iPhone. So good luck, iPhone. We're just going to go for Skeletons in the back, and we're just going to play Miner on top of his tower right away. So I think this guy is most of the time a Balloon Freeze player, so we're just going to go for a log here. And I would say we're just going for an Electro Wizard in the back, and this is great. So he might freeze that, but I have Ice Bird, so I'm not really worried about the freeze here. Especially my Electro Wizard goes in front there. So we just go for an Ice Bird to cycle. Just go for Skulls to cycle. And we're just gonna play Mine on top of the tower. So is he going in for a balloon? I could assume that. So we're just gonna lumberjack that. We're just gonna play a log here. And now we're just gonna Valkyrie. Okay. I have Ice Bird to activate King Tower, but he might go in. Yes, he might go in, so we're just gonna Inferno Tower this, and now we're just gonna play Ice Bird behind this, so he's not gonna reset the Inferno Tower. My Inferno Tower will be full HP, will kill that, will tank that, and we are looking really, really strong. So I also could go in for a really aggressive miner. He had 3 elixir, like 4 elixir, because the troop will go into the Inferno Tower. So everything he plays will go into the Inferno Tower, so he decides to go in for Barbarian Barrel, which is a really smart play, because it doesn't really matter, and he's like kind of absorbing some damage. So just gonna go for this. I mean, Poison, as I said, could be really strong on defense against the Balloon in some situation. I think I'm just gonna log here. Let's go for Electro Wizard. Okay, I think I want to poison this. Great poison. Just going for Skeletons here. Perfect Skeletons around, I hope so. Yes, and now we're just gonna Miner here. And also Ice Bird. So he's just gonna balloon this. I think I messed up the Inferno Tower there. That was really horrible. So smart play from him, bad play from me. So just gonna lock this. He's going to activate King Tower there. That's completely fine for me. That's completely fine. Like when he's going for a King activation, this spot is completely fine. So I messed up my Inferno Tower. We need to work on that. So I'm just going for Electros in the back. He could go in. That might be the play from him, so I think I'm just gonna poison this. I don't really have anything in hand right now, so I'm gonna take the poison here. I'm just gonna go for Inferno Tower now. Okay, he will go in for this, so most likely he will try to go in for something like that. So we just go for Valkyrie High. I hope Inferno Tower will be enough to kill that. Please, Inferno Tower, please. Please, Electrozard. No, what was this hit? That's so unfortunate. So we're just going for a poison here. It wasn't really well played, to be honest. We just go for Infanto like this. I'm just gonna miner here on a safe spot. Just going for skeletons. Electro Wizard. Just going for another Infanto like this. Log. No, that was a really bad Infanto. Horrible Infanto placement. I didn't expect the Electroing to survive. So that was really well played. GG's well played. Honestly, my mistakes. If I would have played the game perfect, I would have won minus 42 trophies. We're still I was number 3 before the game, but right now we dropped to number 8 in the world. But I was like I was number 3 in the world before. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's one. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Classic Miner Poison. Is it back? Or yeah, is it not back? So thank you so much for watching. I'm out and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.